now getting the first government reaction on the Khalistani provocation and the steps that India has taken. The Power Minister R.K. Singh has now pinned the blame on Pakistan and ISI for provoking these elements. Let's listen in.
Let me first start by asking you your thoughts, because you're also the former Home Secretary and you've seen these elements for a while. So let me first start with the current issue, sir. What do you see or your thoughts when you see these Khalistani goons and vandals mushrooming across the world? Australia, UK, US, Canada, and of course what's happening in Punjab?
You see, the Pakistan ISI, Inter-Services Intelligence, has been working at it for a long time. If you recall, in the 80s, the troubles which were there in Punjab, the leaders of the Khalistani groups have always been patronized by the ISI. In fact, they were cultivated and propped up by the ISI. They have been, brainwashed by the ISI. When I had gone to Pakistan for Home Secretary level talks, I had mentioned this, and I had also mentioned, given them a list of the, the Khalistani leaders who were being given shelter in Pakistan. And I told them that, if you really want good relations, you would extradite, send them back to India so that we can arrest them and put them on trial. So these are all, even this Amrit Pal person, I mean, he is a pure and simple ISI sort of, plant. The ISI has probably has indoctrinated him and sent him across and given him the resources. And the ISI has been working across the world. Whether it's in the United States or in the United Kingdom or whether it's in Canada on this. And unfortunately, even even countries whom we count as our friends, they haven't cracked down on such elements.
But what do you see is the reason? Because the times are different. The likes of Amrit Pal are not getting the kind of traction that used to be there. They hardly have any purchase on ground. Even in Canada and on foreign soil, we've seen मुट्ठी भर लोग आए हैं. ज़्यादा लोग नहीं आए, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं इनको कोई facilitation मिल रही है. Is somebody backing them? Are they using this to try and also get back at us?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no mystery as to who is backing them. It's the ISI who is backing them. This is their project, and it's a project in the international, Inter-Services Intelligence. It's a project. It is their project. They are backing them. They are bankrolling them with all the drug money which they are getting out of Afghanistan. And yes, you are right, Anand. The traction has reduced because people have become wiser, and so they realize that they are being misled by some foreign agency. All these people are, they are working on behest of that foreign agency, ISI.
Would you agree with this approach where they are saying कि आप भारत और भारत के तिरंगे को हल्के मना लो? Somewhere the government is trying to send that message, saying if you cannot protect our embassy, our consuls, then we will also reduce the security cover and no special treatment.
Absolutely right. I raised this yesterday, and the British Minister for Energy had met me, and I raised this. I said that, what is this? Sovereign governments are pledged, pledged and they're duty bound to protect embassies and high commissions. And what is this? What happened? The High Commission had sent intimation a day ahead in advance that this is what we have learned, that there might be some, demonstrations by Khalistani elements. And despite that, the police did not turn up. It came half an hour after the whole incident was over. I mentioned this to him, and I said that all nations, all sovereign countries are pledged to protect, the embassies, etc., foreign legations on their soil. What happened? He said that he'll go back and he'll raise it. He was talking about something about metropolitan police not being under the control or being independent. I said that, look, are you telling me that you are not in a position to redeem your sovereign pledge to protect embassies? You can't say that. So basically, there's no defense whatsoever for this lack of response by the local police, by the British police. can be no defense whatsoever, and whatever reaction has happened, in downgrading their security, embassy, High Commission security is absolutely appropriate. This message needs to go. You can't take us lightly.
Ji.
You can't take us for granted. This message needs to go. Yes.
R.K. Singh ji, if you see in the issue of Amritpal, Punjab police has not yet been able to nab him. But there are parties and political leaders like the Congress and the Akalis who are trying to give cover fire to those who've been arrested. There are leaders who are even coming out, their legal representatives saying कि NSA क्यों लगाया?
It is shameful. It is shameful. I mean, these people will do anything. I mean, for what they forget, national security, etc. It is utterly shameful, their behavior or their stance, and that is why they get rejected. That's why all such people get rejected, and all such people. That's why the Congress has been marginalized.